Hello my dear friends and students. In this video we are going to learn the very trending latest technology, Internet of Things, IoT. In this video we have got the different topics to be discussed. What is IoT, Internet of Things, its features, challenges, threats and its applications. Let us see one by one what is IoT, Internet of Things. Internet of Things, IoT, is the process of creating giant network of embedded system devices which are called things, capable to access or connected to each other by means of an internet and providing them with the capability to communicate or exchange their information with each other without the actual involvement of human beings. This is driving the automation to the next level where devices, things will communicate with each other and make decisions on their own without any human interventions. In this topic, we call things for those devices which are connected to the internet and that can transfer data over network. The things in IoT can be any device with any kind of built-in sensors with the ability to collect and transfer data over a network without a manual interventions. The embedded technology in the object things helps them to interact with internal states and the external environment, which in turn helps in decision making process. IoT is essentially a platform where embedded devices are connected to the internet so they collect and exchange data with each other. Now come to features. Its first feature is connectivity. Connectivity refers to establish a proper connection between all the things of IoT to IoT platform, which is nothing but a cloud where we get infrastructure to manage, store, secure, analyze large amount of data to extract. After connecting the IoT devices, it needs high-speed messaging between the devices and cloud to enable reliable, secure and bidirectional communications. The second feature is analyzing. After connecting all relevant things, it comes to real-time analyzing the data collected and use them to build effective business intelligence. The third feature is integrating. IoT integrating the various models to improve the user experience as well. The next, sensing. The sensor devices used in IoT technology detect and measure any change in the environment and report on their status. IoT technology brings passive networks to active networks. The next comes artificial intelligence. IoT makes things smart and enhances life through the use of data. For example, if we have a coffee vending machine whose beans have going to end, then the coffee machine itself order the coffee beans of your choice from the retailer. Next comes active engagement. IoT makes connected technology, product or services to active engagement between each other. The next feature is endpoint management. It is important to be the endpoint management of all the IoT system Otherwise, it makes the complete failure of the system. For example, if the coffee machine itself orders the coffee beans when it goes to end, but what happens when it orders the beans from a retailer and we are not present at home for a few days, it leads to the failure of the IoT system. So, there must be a need of the end point management. Now let us see what are its different challenges. Scalability. The Internet of Things has been facing challenges in many areas like information technology, healthcare, agriculture, etc. The main focus is on protecting privacy as it is primary reason for all other challenges. The scalability, billions of internet-enabled devices get connected in a huge network. Large volume of data are needed to be processed. The system that stores, analyze data from these IoT devices need to be scalable. Interoperability. Technological standards in most areas are still fragmented. These technologies need to be converged, would help us in establishing a common framework and the standard for the IoT devices. Safety of patients. Most of the IoT devices are left unattended as they are connected to ensure confidentiality, integrity, and availability of personal data of patients. Outdated hardware and software. Real world objects. If used on patients as wearable devices, any technical error in security can be life-threatening for patients. Security and personal privacy. There has been no research as such in security vulnerabilities and its improvements. It should ensure confidentiality, integrity, and availability of personal data of patients. Outdated hardware and software. Many IoT companies are selling devices and providing consumers default credentials with them like admin, username. Hackers need just username and password to attack the device. Malware and ransomware. The rapid rise in the development of IoT products will make cyber attack permutations unpredictable. Predicting and preventing attacks. Cyber criminals are proactively finding out new techniques for security threats. Modern cloud services make use of threat intelligence for predicting security issues. Home security. Today, more and more homes and offices are getting smart with IoT connectivity. The builders and developers powering the apartments and the entire building with IoT devices. Even if the IP address is exposed, this can lead to exposure of residential address and other contact details of the consumers. Attackers and interested parties can use this information for evil purpose. This leaves smart home at potential risk. Security of autonomous vehicles. Just like homes, the self-driving vehicles that make use of IoT are also at risk. Smart vehicles can be hijacked by skilled hackers from remote locations. Once they get access, they can control the car, which can be very risky for passengers. Now let us discuss about the different threats. threats can be of two types: natural threats and the other one is human threats. Any threats that can be arising from natural occurrences such as earthquakes, hurricanes, floods, or fires can cause severe damages to the IoT devices. On contrary, we do everything in power to curb any human threats to IoT devices. These threats are usually malicious attacks. Now let us see the different applications of IoT. Smart home applications. When we talk about IoT applications, smart homes are probably the first thing that we think of. Home automation system where functions in the house are actuated by use of a string of musical notes. Healthcare. IoT applications can turn reactive medical waste system into proactive wellness waste systems. Smart cities. The hypothesis of the optimized traffic system is one of the many aspects that constitutes a smart city. Sensors were installed at all the parking spots around the city. These sensors pass the occupancy status of each spot to the cloud. Agriculture. A greenhouse farming technique enhances the yield of the crops by controlling environmental parameters. A greenhouse with embedded devices not only make it easier to be monitored but also enables us to control the climate inside it. Sensors measure different parameters according to plant requirement and send it to the cloud. It then processes the data and applies a control action. Wearable. Wearable technology is a hallmark of IoT applications and probably is one of the earliest industries to have deployed the IoT at its service. We happen to see Fitbits, heartbeat monitors, smart watches, etc. Industrial automation. This is the one of the fields where both faster developments as well as the quality of products are the critical factors for higher returns on investments. Industrial automation with the different domains brought revolution in the IT field such as factory digitalization, product flow monitoring, inventory management, safety and security, quality control, package optimization, logistics and supply chain optimization. IoT has amalgamated hardware and software to the internet to create a smarter world. It has been growing at a significant pace and offers a multitude of opportunities for government and business. In fact, the number of openings for IoT professionals is at all-time high. Thank you.